now. We should be good. We should be good. How are we doing today? We got Halloween tomorrow. Happy Halloween. I'm excited. I'm just handing out candy to some kiddos, so, it's pretty great. It's pretty great. But we have a live stream for you tonight. We have a lot going on, so try to keep up. Because yes, I am going to be talking about the NFL, which is really cool. But I also, I have a few other things I want to talk about. So let's kind of hop right into it. I gotta set up some stuff first. Oh, sorry. Hold up. Give me a minute. Is this it? Yes. There we go. We gotta get our Halloween graphic up. Come on. Who do you think I am over here? I don't know if I'm gonna leave it up just because I have a few other graphics I gotta pull up today. But yeah. Sorry, I gotta pull up chat. Just so we're good there. I don't know. Maybe it'd be better if I had it the other way. And then had this over here. Okay, yeah, that should be better. All right. Woo! I'm excited. We're having a great night. I'm having a great night. I don't know if you guys are having a great night. If you're not, it's fine. But I'm having a pretty solid night. I'm trying to figure out why can't I scroll across? Just because I don't want to miss any chats, just in case somebody does pop in. We did have an appearance last time by Purple Guy when we were playing FNAF, so that was pretty fun. But today, yeah, we're going to be talking about how crazy the NFL has been the past 2 months, because, yeah, it's been pretty insane. So, yeah, so it's been pretty cool. Okay, there we go. That should be good. All right. Yeah, the NFL has been crazy the past few months. I made a lot of predictions before during live streams, so let's actually go into those. So here are, I didn't think there's probably not a. Let's see how this looks. We're popping up my rankings of what I thought the NFL was gonna look like. And yeah, as you can see, it is nothing like this. Actually, not nothing like this, but it's mostly not like this. Because first, we do have a few teams that I thought were going to do well are doing well, like the Eagles, the Seahawks, the Bucks, the Rams. But like also you got like teams like the Bears that are up there. They definitely are not up there. You have the Niners pretty low. They've been doing crazy. Panthers, I think, are up a little bit higher on a regular standings. Trying to think. The Vikings were not up there. I thought the Vikings were going to do well. This also clarifying, this was pre Micah Parsons trade, so I probably would have had the Packers higher up. Honestly, probably would have put them where the Bears were, maybe where the Vikings were, depending. I don't really know. But yeah, so yeah, I mean overall, I don't think I did terrible. Just that NFC North, but I mean they're all pretty solid teams. But the Bears are the Bears, so yeah. But I think I did pretty solid for the NFC. AFC, no, I did absolutely horrible. But also, who could have guessed that it was going to be like 2010? Like the freaking AFC, the AFC was going to turn out like it was like Peyton Manning, Ben Roethlisberger, or Tom Brady, and Phillip Rivers, or Andrew Luck, where we have the freaking Colts 1 seed, and then I don't know what order, but we got like the Broncos, which I thought the Broncos were going to do well, so I'll take that. And I knew the Chiefs were going to have a little bit of low stump. I thought it was going to be a whole season thing. It doesn't look like it's going to be a whole season thing. They're probably back to where they are now, that they were not last season. They had pretty bad last season, so I don't know how I feel about the Chiefs, honestly. I think they'll be fine. But yeah, I had them kind of lower. I had a feeling that the Broncos and the Chargers were going to do well, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, the Bills and the Ravens, just injury. First of all, injuries have been terrible, but also they just have not been playing well, especially the Bills, which is insane. But like also pay your defense. Like their defense seems like horrible. And I mean, I'm not watching Bills games, honestly, but just like losing to the Falcons is just insane. Like the Falcons have been like back and forth, honestly, but like, what are you doing? I don't know, man. But yeah, so it's fine. But I mean, I don't think I did horrible. I knew the Patriots were gonna probably be solid. Texans, I did actually, and you're not gonna believe me, I did say that they were gonna have a drop off, but I didn't think it was going to come this season. I thought, okay, yeah, you're going to see them take a little step back, but still win the division. It does not look like that's what's going to happen because the Colts are running away with it. Daniel Jones. I'm sorry, I didn't predict Daniel Jones to lock in and become Indiana Jones. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, my pre-predictions were pretty bad, honestly. But yeah, let's look at the current AFC. AFC Colts, insane. I mean, the Bills aren't doing bad. It's just crazy that the Patriots are winning the division. That's all. The AFC North is just so ugly. AFC West is so much fun, except for the Raiders, which, I mean, we could have taken that from Chip Kelly. Shouldn't have drafted Ashton Genty. I mean, it's not his fault, but like, Chip Kelly's an idiot. And you got Geno Smith at quarterback, so that's what's gonna happen. But yeah, I mean, nothing too crazy. I mean, the Jets last, and if the Jets like went insane, I would have been like, yeah, we're in a different timeline right now. But yeah, not a big surprise. And then the current NFC, I knew Dallas was gonna have a down year. I knew the Commanders were gonna have a down year. Hopefully, fingers crossed, nothing bad happens. But it seems like we have the best chance of winning the division. Doesn't mean we're gonna, but we have a pretty good chance. If nobody gets hurt, probably somebody's gonna get hurt now, so that kind of sucks. But you know, I'm a curse or whatever. NFC West is nasty. Oh my gosh! Even with the Niners losing Fred Warner, Nick Bosa. I was gonna say Joey Bosa. Nick Bosa. Freaking Purdy's been out. Kittle's been out. Their receiving core's been out. Kendrick Bourne's locked in. CMC, they sacrificed everybody else for him to have a good season. I don't know how that's freaking possible. But he's made it. I traded him away in Dynasty. I probably shouldn't have done it, but I did. So it is what it is. But I mean, the Panthers are doing a lot better than I thought they were going to do. I mean, the Bears aren't honestly doing terrible. It's just they I don't know. It's the Bears. So. Yeah, I mean, nothing too surprising. I would say I feel bad for Kellen Moore, but he chose to leave us and go to the Saints. Have fun dealing with Spencer Rattler, who just got benched, and Tyler Shough. I think it's Tyler Shough that they just drafted. I mean, maybe he's great. Maybe he's a Jackson Dart and he's gonna lock in the franchise, even though the Giants are 2-6. People are like, oh my gosh, Jackson Dart. So we'll see how that goes. Scadaboo's insane. I felt so disgusted because he's just he was a vibe, and that I don't know why the Giants always draft players that I'm like, I can't hate him. I couldn't hate Daniel Jones when he was on the Giants. I loved him. I was like, oh, and then I love Saquon. So when we got Saquon, I was like, let's go. I love Saquon. But it's I don't know. Whatever. But let's move on to my main points. But yeah, Indiana Jones locked in. He's been doing insane for them. He's been doing so well. But no way am I in a alternate reality where I was psychotic, insane. Would I have thought that Daniel Jones was gonna lock in and just play insane? Yes, I was before the Giants cut him, I was I think he's still solid. I understand why you signed him to that big deal. But then he started playing bad on the Giants, so it seems like it's a Giants problem. And not a Daniel Jones problem, clearly from this. But yeah, he's been playing great. You love to see it from him. But yeah, I mean, you gotta love it. And he's just such a vibe, man. He's so much fun. And then yeah, like the Packers, you saw, I didn't think it was going to be great, but Micah Parsons. I'm glad he's not in the division anymore. I know we got to play him after this bye week, so that's going to be a really fun matchup against the Packers. I think we're going to win that game. But I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't know. We definitely have to stop Tucker Kraft, but we got to protect Jalen with that defensive line. I'm just saying that, like, Micah's insane. I think, or no, that was Miles. I was going to say Myles Garrett had like 5 sacks last week, but I think Micah also had a pretty good game. Hearing some rumors about Myles Garrett to Philly, which would be absolutely insane. Would be incredible. Would be great. They're saying we give up 3 first rounders, so I don't know if I love that idea. Then you got to pay them. I don't know. I doubt it's going to happen. But, I mean, if it does, I'm not going to be upset. If we give up 30 first rounders, I'm not going to be upset. He's on the team. Let's go. Let's go win a Super Bowl. All right? Like, go back to back. Like, if we get him on our team and we don't win the Super Bowl, there's a freaking problem. But, yeah. I do feel like they're a little fraudulent at the 1 seed, though. Like, they lost to the Browns, and they almost lost to Dallas. And I get Dallas, like, is like, they just throw the ball a lot, and they're really good. But that means your defense has got to be that bad. And it's like, oh, well, the Eagles almost lost them. Division rival, and we were out Jalen Carter. That's his fault. I know. Don't spit on a player. I get it. We're past that point. We're past that point in the season. All right, let's move on. This kind of sucks because my friend, he's a Seahawks fan, and I kind of hate it because one reason. He hates Eagles fans, and he hates the Eagles. So any chance we get, he loves to hate on us, and especially Jalen Hurts. Don't get me started on Jalen Hurts. But Sam Darnold, how has he played this well with this bad of an O-line? I guess they did a pretty good job of upgrading the O-line. I think they'll probably still do it during the trade deadline this season. But, I mean, he's played great. Yeah, I mean, I thought the Vikings did pretty well with him, and I was like, I just don't think he's going to do as well behind the Seahawks O-line. And he has. So, you got to love that. And, like, I was also like, okay, but then they just lost DK. So they just have JSN, but Ohio State receivers. So JSN is insane. So that's sick. The running backs splitting carries is not great for fantasy, but yeah. But yeah, I mean they're playing crazy. I do think we're the better team. So if we play them in the playoffs, we're probably still gonna lose to them because that's just our luck. And I'm gonna have to hear it from my friend Sean. And it's going to be obnoxious, but, sometimes that stuff just happens. But as I was saying before, the fact that the Bills are not winning the division, and, like, the whole AFC playoff picture, again, as I was saying, the Colts, Broncos, Pats, Steelers, all division winners. Insane. I mean, they didn't win it yet, but, like, still a crazy thing. And then we have this man, the second-year player, not in a sophomore slump, in the opposite of a sophomore slump, with a not great roster, pretty okay roster, Drake May. Drake May has been playing great, and I'm happy for him. Like, he seems like such a likable guy. Like, I didn't like Tom Brady when I was younger just because they kept winning, and I just thought it was boring. So I understand that perspective of not liking the Eagles or not liking the Chiefs. I think Chiefs have a whole different kind of mental problem that pisses me off, but I think Tom Brady, I just didn't like him because he was good, but I respect him. Like, he respects Jalen Hurts. So I respect Tom Brady, especially after he's been retired. So, like, yeah, but, like, this man, I hated the Patriots, but, man, now I like the Patriots because Drake May, he's awesome. He just seems like a fun guy, too. So, like, even if they start winning and they start going insane, I'll be like, I like him, though. I like him. Maybe the rest of the team pisses me off, but I like him. Also, use TreVeyon Henderson. You drafted him. He seemed pretty good in the preseason. And then you just don't want to use him, and you want to use Ramondre Stevenson. And prayers up for Antonio Gibson, I believe, is the running back who went down for the rest of the season. So that kind of sucks. I'm sorry. But like since he went down, you would think you would give your rookie a chance. Like you, I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. But Drake May has been playing crazy with a not great roster. Stephon Diggs has stepped up a lot. Kayshon Boutte, great. He's on my dynasty team. Maybe he locks in after Diggs goes. But we'll see. And yeah, as I was saying before about the Niners, CMC somehow, yeah, he's all good. You see, he's giving up a thumbs up. He's fine. He's good. Okay, I don't know how that's possible with how he was moving last season. That was insane. But again, I traded him away in Dynasty. But whatever. I'm an idiot. Everybody else is smart. Sure. But yeah, everybody else has been getting hurt on that team, but they just locked in, and that's what Kyle Shanahan does. He just keeps these players who aren't as good. He's able to make them step up, especially a quarterback like Mac Jones. That's I also had confidence in Mac Jones when he first came in the league and he went to a Pro Bowl or whatever. I was like, oh, this is cool. Like, I like this guy. Let's see what he can do. And then he started playing bad. And I don't know if it was just because the roster was bad or he was bad. And I think it probably combo of both. But I mean, he's been doing well in the Niners, so you can't complain. But then he'll go to another team and do bad. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But again, what I was saying is that this AFC South is turning around. We got Indiana Jones and we have Travis Hunter for the Jaguars. I know for fantasy purposes, he hasn't been doing great because he plays two sides of the ball, which I don't think it took a genius to kind of predict that, but I think people kind of just ignored that when they were drafting in fantasy because it was like, oh my gosh, he's going to be so good and he's going to get picks. And that'll give me a point. Whatever. I don't know. But, I mean, I told you, I said I knew the Jags and this is what I said. I said a team's going to step up in this next year. And you're going to see them not win the division, but kind of like push forward and like show you how good they can be. I was wrong. It happened this season. It's the Colts. I think the Jags still got really good potential with Liam Cohen. I think the Duval was like kind of corny, but you know, it's Sirianni's corny. He won a Super Bowl. Dan Campbell's corny. He's the coach of the Lions, and they've been playing great when he's been coaching. So maybe corny works. But yeah, they've been both playing great. I mean, the Jags not as good, but the Colts have been doing insane, so you can't really make that comparison. I don't think that's fair. But yeah, Travis Hunter, that's cool. Also, what I was saying before about the Seahawks, not only is Darnold doing great, which is really surprising, that defense is really young, but they've been really stepping up, and they got pretty pissed. There's a rookie safety, a man Laurie. I wanted him. We got Makuba. I like Makuba. I do. But I said, I think he's a little bit too similar to CJ Gardner-Johnson. And I think when you play that destructive kind of mind game kind of game, it's going to cost you when you have a Super Bowl roster and then you get rid of a bunch of people. So we had a really, really, really stacked roster last season, but we got rid of our starters and our backups. So we're going on like third strings at cornerback 2. So, of course, we had to go trade for Michael Carter. Hopefully he's good. If he pisses me off, I'm just going to cry. Hopefully go get an edge rusher. That would be great. But, like, could have tried to keep Isaiah Rodgers. Maybe he wanted to leave. Maybe he didn't want to leave. I don't know. I do like Makuba. I do. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. But then now we go to the part that I think is the saddest. It's Burrow and Lamar. It's just they're never gonna win a Super Bowl. They're never gonna win a Super Bowl, which is so sad. Because the problem is that I don't know what the problem is. I know what the problem is for the Bengals. I don't care. I'm not saying for Burrow or T. Higgins or Jamar Chase, but paying all of those guys, and then you can't draft for your life, and your defense sucks, and your O-line sucks. You're asking to lose. You're putting them out there to get freaking demolished every single week, and then Burrow is hurt half the freaking time because he's getting butchered back there. It's not his fault. I mean, he was having MVP numbers last year. But he can't stay healthy because this freaking roster, this O-line sucks. So I mean, I don't know what the Bengals want. So I don't feel bad about the dissing the freaking Bengals team at all because they're stupid. I don't know what they want. I don't know what they're thinking. But whatever. If you can't draft, go freaking not sign T. Higgins back and go get a defensive player or spread the money around or I don't know. I really don't. Or go get some O-line. But it's not that easy. I know. But then we go to the Ravens. I don't know what the problem is. You have Derrick Henry. You have Lamar Jackson. You could have done it last season. You've been playing good before. You have MVP seasons, and then playoffs, you just can't do anything. And I'm not going to compare Lamar Jackson to Dak Prescott because Lamar is miles ahead of Dak Prescott. So the fact of that, and then on top of that, you have Derrick Henry. And you had a good defense. And their receivers aren't really that bad. They're not great. But they're not that bad. So, and your tight end's solid. Mark Andrews solid. Likely solid. So what do you need to win? I get Mahomes is crazy, but still. Playoff time. You or Josh Allen. Go beat him. And you can't. Can't do it. We had to do it. Alright? And we're the ones that seems like we're going to be the ones to do it for the next few years. So you're welcome. But yeah, it just sucks that they're wasting their prime. It really does suck. But whatever. Let's move on, which I don't have graphics for this, but let me just sit here and talk to you. Here is my ideal matchup for the Super Bowl. Obviously, NFC, I'm going to pick the Eagles. If it's not the Eagles, give me the Lions. Give me the Bucks. I would love to see the Bucks win. Get me... I'm trying to think of it. I like the Rams. Bring the Rams in. I love Puka Nacua. I love Stafford. Let them win. I love Devontae Adams. That's really cool if they could go 1-1. But yeah, there's a few teams I would be okay, I'm okay with them winning. That'd be cool, but especially Eagles, obviously. But AFC matchup, give me the Bills. Eagles-Bills Super Bowl. Beautiful. The fans would be going insane. That would be such a fun environment. And I know, why are the Eagles in again? Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so annoying. No. For the Chiefs, I get that. Eagles? What? It's because we're annoying. It's because you don't like us and we don't care. Alright? I get that. But I don't think we're that bad of a... we're not fun. Which, that makes absolutely no sense. You see these people on the sidelines. You see how much fun they're having. And yes, at times, I think some people on our team can be obnoxious. When we had C.J. Gardner-Johnson, I get how he could get on some people's nerves. I loved him for it, but I get how it could piss you off. I love him. To C.J. Gardner-Johnson, don't get me wrong. This has nothing to do with me being rude against you. You're great. I love you. If you wanted to come back, that would have been great. Have fun on the Bears. I don't know how that's going to go. Maybe you're going to have a great time and that's great. Whatever. I don't know. But Bills would be a great matchup. I love the Broncos. I think it'd be such a fun matchup defensively and offensively to see Bo Nix and Jalen Hurts go back and forth. See, the offense is more... It's not as stacked, but it's still just a fun offense. And then you have defensively just insane Patrick Surtain and the whole thing. And it's Sean Payton really just running the show. And Bo Nix has been playing great. I love Bo Nix. But yeah, so that would be fun. And then obviously, I'd love to see you, Indiana Jones. Get the Colts versus the Eagles would be a lot of fun. That'd be a lot of fun. But Yeah, like I see. My problem is I would say the Colts is a fun matchup just because of how good they seem to be. But like I don't know why they've been so good. Jonathan Taylor, especially, if you can lock him up somehow, that's how you freaking stop that offense. Uh, but I mean, Daniel Jones has been playing solid too. Um, so yeah, I was also looking at who should be MVP, but we'll talk about that. I didn't actually put that in like my notes or anything, but we'll get to MVP conversations in a second. But who I think the Super Bowl will be, I think it's likely that it's Eagles Chiefs again. I get not wanting to see the same exact matchup every single time. Like if there's one team in it a lot, then I get it. Like Chiefs especially, like they're obnoxious. They are more obnoxious than us. Okay. So yeah. But Eagles Chiefs I think is likely. Rams Broncos, I think would be a fun one, but also very possible. Or like Lions Colts. These all seem like fun matchups when they're not the Chiefs. You know, like I feel like there's a lot of AFC teams that I really like, and there's a lot of NFC teams I really like. So if it's not the Eagles, I'm gonna be really, really upset because we should go back. Um, but it's not a big deal. But like, I was looking up like MVP odds and like seeing like full rosters. Like I was trying to go and see like total yards and like total touchdowns. Like Jalen Hurts has 20 touchdowns and 1 interception. It's like, well, 5 of those are rushing. Yes, 5 of those are rushing. All right, I think 3 of them are not a tush push. So you can cry about that all you want, but it's still freaking touchdown for him. But his passing yards are pretty solid. His rushing yards are solid. You have 1 interception. I think Mahomes had a really good shot at winning MVP, and he still does. But he threw 2 picks the other night against the Commanders. So I don't know, man. He's at 4 interceptions on the season. But I think Drake May definitely is up there for MVP. I would love to see Drake May win MVP. I think that'd be really cool. People are putting Josh Allen up there. I don't know why, honestly, if you look at his stats. Yeah, and it's like, oh, well, but you could see how he doesn't even have a good record. And James Cook has rushed a lot. So it's like, you don't have a good record. You've relied on your running back. Like, I wasn't arguing Jalen Hurts should be MVP last season. I just want him to be respected as a passer because he should be. But if people try to argue Josh Allen should be MVP, it just doesn't make sense when a guy in his own division is playing better statistically and recordly. I don't know why he would win it. And I don't think you can give it to Lamar for how long he's been out. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see how everything shapes up. But I think Daniel Jones, contender. I think Jonathan Taylor, again, would be probably the more contender. He should be, but it's a quarterback stat or it's a quarterback award, which sucks. But you know. But let's move on. We're gonna be opening up, and I haven't done this in a minute, so I'm excited. We got some football packs. Last time, it didn't want to focus. So, like, we'll see if we're going to be able to focus this time. But, yeah, so I always have a good time with these. Let's actually, before we open up, I literally, like, I rainbow organized the frickin', like, cards. So, like, it goes from, like, the Chiefs and Commanders and Cardinals and to the Bengals and the Steelers and the Saints and the Packers to like the Dolphins, Chargers, Seahawks, Broncos, Texans, Titans, Cowboys, Rams, Ravens, Vikings, Raiders, and then you got like all the like the rookie cards like there. Like I organized them because I thought that'd be fun. But like some of these like are fun ones. Like there's like the stargazing. See, like I don't know if you're gonna be able to see these, just because it wasn't focusing before. See, like you can kind of see that. It's Jaden Daniels stargazing, which is a lot of fun. And then you have like these are like by storm cards. And I think also the reason why it has such a tough time kind of focusing is because they're shiny too. But yeah, like I got a Drake May and JJ McCarthy by storm card. See, like I don't actually know if these are worth anything crazy. I don't think they are, but like I don't know. I think they're cool. So it doesn't matter if they're actually worth a lot. Just because I think they're cool. And then there's like some of the ones like are pink, have like the pink siding to them. This is like one of the first ones I pulled, which is really funny. This is a Daniel Jones like 2019 stat card. Are they? Okay, yeah. Hi Sean, how are we doing? This is the Seahawks fan I was talking to you about. I was talking about Sam Darnold and JSN and your defense and how I wanted a man war. Yeah. But now we're open up cards. But yeah, if you want to go check out when I was talking about Sam Darnold and everything, and how I didn't think he was going to do well, and now he's doing well, and you guys are going to meet us in the playoffs and beat us, sure. You can go check that out. But yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. It's the Dolphins. What's the score? You can tell me in a second. But yeah, I got the Daniel Jones car. I got freaking. I think this is like probably the rarest car I pulled. Tiki Barber. Okay, the running back that said Saquon was dead to him, so that's freaking cool. Got stupid cards. I'm not even gonna show you those. Those are stupid. But like I got like a Bo Nix rock out card. I think that's pretty cool. And then I got another rock out card, and this is why we open up the 2024 cards. We got rock out Cowboys Micah Parsons. Freaking sick. That's so funny. I pulled so many NFC East players, but no Eagles. I don't have a single Eagle. That's just so stupid. That just pisses me off, honestly. But yeah, I'm freaking sure the Ravens are beating up the Dolphins. Of course, this is the guy with freaking Lamar in Dynasty, so that's great. 28-6. Just coming, going into the fourth quarter. Not surprised, and it looks like they have the ball, so. Gosh. Alright, but we're opening up new packs. Alright. We got rookie from last year. I recognize the name, but I'm not good with knowing if they're actually good, especially if they're not like a skill position. Dallas Turner. I believe he's good. See, like I've heard the name before. I did believe in the Seahawks. I did. You want to see my... Now he's talking about how I didn't believe in the Seahawks. I did. Look. Those are my pre... Now since you want to whatever, those are my pre-season predictions. You can see the Packers at 10, so you know it's preseason. I had you winning the division at 3. Come on. Don't act like I didn't believe in the Seahawks. I did believe in the Seahawks. I just, you guys had an also really easy schedule. So that's why I had you at 3, but also I was like, they're probably going to do well. Because I was like, JSN's sick. So, yeah. But, yeah. And talking about the rate, did I pull another Giants player? That's so stupid. Okay, I'm going to put that at the bottom. I don't know who that is. If I pulled another Daniel Jones card, I'm going to be pissed. Who is this? Defensive end, Adissa Isaac. Who is that? I have absolutely no clue who that is. We're opening up 2 cards. Or 2 packs today. That's just freaking... I don't even know. This looks like a combine picture. Say when he went to Penn State. That's cool. Did it say when he was drafted? He entered the draft a year earlier, but decided to spend the 2023 season at Penn State. I'm not reading all that. I really don't care enough. Okay. Well, here we go. I think I already pulled him. We got CJ Stroud. Problem is the lighting's bad right now. But, like, I feel like if I dim the light, it's not going to help. Because I feel like I did this before and it did not help. Hold up. Is that making brighter? I think that's making it brighter. Hold up. Because sometimes this helps. And because this is the problem I was having last time. So it's too freaking bright. Well, you were fine for the other cards, but now you just don't want to work? I'm just too white. I'm too white for this. Sick. Okay. Well, you don't need to see. It's CJ Stroud. Oh, my goat putting up 30 points for fantasy this week. But also Bijan Robinson selling me, but put up 30 points. I still lost. Breece Hall. I think I already have Breece Hall, which kind of sucks, but I need a secondary camera. That's what I need. Oh, there you go. Breece Hall. Gosh, why do I think I have 2 of him already. He's just freaking trolling me over here. It's freaking Quentin Johnston. Are you serious? That's just a freaking crime. Come on, man. I also just changed my whatever, so. This sucks. James Conner. Sorry, man. Great career. Probably coming up on an end soon. Especially with that injury. That sucks. Oh, no. They just keep getting worse. They literally just... The cards keep getting worse. I don't need them to get worse. I need them to get better. You're not going to be able to see who that is because I just turned up the frickin'... Alright, I'll turn it back down. Since y'all can't frickin' see any of the cards. If you can't tell who that is, throwing the ball, not the savior of the franchise, Daniel Jones, Indiana Jones. Anthony Richardson. Sean, you want this? He is an Anthony Richardson believer. Or was, at least. So, yeah. But, yeah, that's what it is. And then, this is the special card, because there's one special card within every pack. And I swear, I think this is a Giants player. And if I see Daniel Jones or Tiki Barber again, we're going to have a freaking problem. Who is that? Wait, who is that? Is that Brock Purdy? Are you freaking serious? Oh, I thought it was blue and red. It's just red. Ew. Oh, I hate Brock Purdy. Gosh, can I just pull a Jalen Hurts? I better find one Eagles player in all these fucking cards, because this is getting ridiculous. That just pissed me off. Why? Oh, that's disgusting. That's literally gross. Alright, well, hopefully we got better luck over here. That is so dumb. I'm so pissed I got freaking Brock Purdy. That's so stupid. Mom, fine, it's great. I can't look at I'm trying not to look at, like, special cards, because I think because I want to look at the rookies first. But I think that's the special card. I could be wrong, though. Okay, we have rookie from last season. Hasn't touched the field, I'll tell you that. Devin Leary. Quarterback, it looks like. No clue. Hasn't touched the freaking field. So, apparently wasn't good. And then, cool name. You'll like the cool in a second. That is, if you don't recognize him, that is not the good corner in the draft. Quinyon Mitchell. That is Kool-Aid McKinstry. I don't know what his actual name is. I forget what it was. Kool-Aid McKinstry. Okay. What else we got here? Is that backwards? Did I get another freaking Niner? Oh, it's upside down. Oh, we're chopped. We're cooked. Gosh. Oh, is that Kittle? I love Kittle. Kittle's great. Kittle's like the one. I mean, I don't mind CMC, but Kittle's like the one Niners player I like. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully we got it now. No. Dang it, dude. Oh, is that Jetta's? I think I already have Jetta's. I think it's Jetta's. It looks like Jetta's, but I can't tell you for a fact it's Jetta's. I don't know why it doesn't want to focus. Okay, well, it doesn't want to focus now, but... Oh, there you go. I think... Or, is that Addison? Who is this? No, that's Jefferson. I think... I don't know if I have Jefferson or not. But, okay. Did we do it good this time? No, I turned it around again. I think... That is James Cook. Who was up? No. Who was that? Is that Aiden O'Connell? Who was that? No. I think that's Aiden O'Connell. No, it's the GOAT! Oh my gosh. That, I don't even know. This is from last year. He was on the team last year? That's Gardner Minshew. Hey, I love Gardner Minshew. Don't get me wrong. I love Gardner Minshew. Okay, and then, is that Jalen No, that's Mike Evans. I think I have half these cards, honestly. We got one more special card. We'll see how this goes. I don't know if this is gonna go well because I've been getting some people who piss me off. All right, let's see if it's gonna show backwards too. Okay, by Storm. Ooh, okay, that's cool. Xavier Worthy. Sick. Okay, that's cool. I don't like the Chiefs, but Xavier Worthy's fine in my head. He hasn't done anything that pissed me off yet. Yeah, no, you're not, Sean. Sean, you think that you guys are so good. You're gonna beat us up. And I get you guys have a good track record against us. I understand that. But it's not happening. But you can think it. You can think it is. If that helps you sleep at night. But I'm just letting you know that it's not happening. Okay. Not crazy cards tonight. I am tempted to open up one more pack. Just because I haven't gotten Eagles. Why not? I have enough. Let's not, whatever. This is special. This is almost Halloween episode. Let's make it special. Let's open up a third one. Hopefully this time we get some fucking good players. Is this a rookie? Yeah, rookie, special card, and the regular cards. Okay. Oh, Sean, you'll like this one. If you're still here. Oh, come get him off my dynasty team, Sean. This is tight end. Hold on. Tight end of the Seattle Seahawks. Goated A.J. Barner. Rookie card. I can give this. I'll give you the card, Sean. All right. I just need a first round pick for him in our dynasty league. I know you don't have one, but you could find one for me. And then rookie. I have no clue, but I know John Kruk and T-Mac would have. That's my white boy, yeah. Malachi Corley. Malachi Corley. Receiver. Never heard of the guy. Absolutely no clue who that is. But yeah, I can hook you up with the AJ Barner card if that'll make you happy, Sean. Now let's just go through the regular cards. Ooh. Okay, I thought it was Malik Neighbors, but it's Kayvon Thibodeau. That's pretty cool for Matt. Matt wants it. Oh, man. Oh, gosh, this is really last year. That my dear friends, is not Quinshon Judkins. Yeah, I have no clue who Malachi Corley is. That is not Quinshon Judkins. That's not Jerry Jeudy. That is not a lot of people you think it is. That is Amari Cooper. Wow, these are old. These are old. I know they're just last season, but still. All right, what we got? Oh, no. Oh, no. He's getting beat up on live TV right now. Primetime TV. Tua turned the ball over. Has he turned the ball over tonight? Probably. I'm guessing so. As I said before, I don't know how they're losing with this guy on the roster with Lamar. Derrick Henry. There you go. One more regular card, and then we got our special card. Hopefully it's an eagle. Have not pulled an eagle yet, and this card's going to piss me off even more. That is Patrick Mahomes. So if this special card is not Schmitty, I'm going to be pissed. Or like A.J. Brown or Jalen Hurts. I would love a Jalen Hurts card to end the night. A Kaboom Jalen Hurts card. The Kabooms are like the really, really like special cards you can get in these packs. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it, but I hope so. This is the last card for the night for this segment. But yeah, that's kind of crazy. He's not turned the ball over, which is insane. Here we go. Please. No! Who is this gonna be? I'm a little scared who this is gonna be. Please be like Big Ben. Or like Antonio Brown. Don't be like some random. If it's Russell Wilson or Justin Fields, I'm gonna be pissed. Wait, what? Oh. Oh! There you go! That's a good card to end it. That is a great card to end it. I believe that is Troy Polamalu. Sick! I didn't know you could get older cards in this pack. I did not know that at all. So that's actually kind of cool that we pulled Troy Polamalu. Sick! Good freaking pull. Because we have Tiki Barber, which I wasn't really happy about. So yeah, but I'll take Troy Polamalu. I also like that card design. I just think it's cool. And like, I'm not selling these, so I'm not like, oh, well, this isn't worth a lot. Like, it's a cool looking card. It's cool. It's for the fun of it. Yeah, Troy Polamalu. It's sick. So after this segment, we are going to, after this segment, we are going to talk about my review on the 1978 movie, Halloween, with Michael Myers. We're going to be talking about my Halloween movie tier list and my candy tier list. And these videos will probably all end up being videos. And honestly, this channel might end. And it's like, wow, you're giving up that early? Yeah, kind of, but not really. I'm still live streaming, but I think I'm going to live stream on Echoes. Just because I already have the platform there. And it'll just be easier. And just trying to build it up will be easier. And it's like, why am I making it harder on myself? You know? But yeah, so pretty successful card pull. I still don't think we have a single Philadelphia Eagle, which is really sad. But you know, we'll live. I think I have literally pretty much every other team, but we don't have a Philadelphia Eagle, so it's fine. It's good. We're fine. But yeah, let me go back to my notes. So yeah, my face is gonna get all white over here. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna be reviewing Halloween. This movie, it's a classic. It really is. Like Michael Myers, like you when you watch this movie, you get why he is such an iconic character. Like he is just pretty freaking scary, and I see the potential. But the actual movie, I didn't love that much. I really didn't. I gave it like a 2.5 out of 5 stars, and I'm pretty picky on Letterboxd. So yeah, like none of it. The music was cool. I think the music was pretty scary, but the actual like acting and like the storyline, nothing like spooked me. I wasn't like, oh my gosh, that's so scary. Because usually sometimes when it's like an older movie, like it's scary because it's older and it's kind of crappy, and like you can make stuff like that pretty scary, and it just didn't really get me, which sucks. But it was fine. It was like Friday the 13th in my mind. Like it was like the same kind of thing. I think Friday the 13th honestly might be a little bit better. I don't know. They're about the same. This might be a little bit better. Dr. Loomis, pretty funny. I know he wasn't supposed to be funny, but he was pretty funny. He's like scaring the freaking kids and whatever. I don't know. He was goofy. I know he shows up in the other Halloween movies, so I gotta watch those. But yeah, I mean, Jamie Lee Curtis, Laurie, I believe, is the character's name. She was a pretty good final girl, but the actual movie was fine. Like, and I know this movie came out like a decade later, but Nightmare on Elm Street was like miles beyond this, and it was just like, yeah, like the only scare or the only like kill that like really was like, whoa, that was crazy, was when he like kind of put the knife in him through the freaking cabinet or like into the wall, and he was like hanging there. Like I thought that was pretty freaking scary, and like when the guy's like swinging around, like that was pretty scary, but it didn't like get me. And I think it's just because like it's just kind of outdated. So like stuff that like scared like a younger like the older generation like isn't gonna scare people now because we're used to a higher quality of things. I don't know. I do, Sean just pointed out, I do want to watch the new It show because you'll see it is an incredible horror movie, Halloween movie, or whatever you want to say. It's awesome. And then I forget what the sequel is called. It chapter 2 or is it chapter 2? It chapter 2? I don't know what the second movie's called, but I also like the second movie. It wasn't as good as the first movie. Um, but those are both really good. I do want to watch the new show. The new show does look pretty interesting, so I'll have to check that out. I don't know if that's actually on. I don't know if that's HBO or I would think it's HBO, but maybe I'm wrong. Um, but yeah, I that's pretty sick. But this movie was fine. I know I do want to watch like the rebooted version, uh, like the 2018 film, and then I know they had like 2 sequels past that. There's like Halloween and then Halloween Kills, and then like I know some of the plot of like the newer movies. So that kind of sucks that I know that already. But I probably next year I will do a video on those movies. Just because I already have seen this, so I would love to do a video on those. But overall, like the movie's fine. I wouldn't say like it's a classic and you need to watch it. It's like it's a classic, so if you like kind of want to watch a classic and like aren't expecting like anything crazy, then this is fun. But I do want to watch like Halloween 2 and like whatever. So we'll see if we get to it. But this was fine. Nothing crazy. Trying to think if I have anything else in my notes. You can see why the franchise goes for a really long time, just because you can do a lot with a character that doesn't talk and is just that physically intimidating. But yeah, I don't know. I really like Nightmare on Elm Street. So while we're talking about that, let's get into what's it called? Let's get into my tier list on Halloween movies. And I do have to try to get all these freaking ads off because they're pissing me off. Let's see. Okay, that should be good. And there's gonna be some. Okay, well, I can't put that up. Well, I just put the fucking ad blocker on. Come on, guys. Okay, what if block this element? Block this element. There we go. Okay, that should be good. Okay, I think we're good. There we go. Okay. So this is my tier list, and there's a lot of Halloween movies that are on here. And let me just preference the honorable mentions are movies that I have seen bits and pieces of. I don't consider full-on Halloween movies, or I haven't seen them in a really long time. Like I haven't seen Ghostbusters 2 in a really long time. I just recently watched Ghostbusters. Pretty freaking good film. But like the Scooby-Doo, I don't really count. Those are like its own kind of thing. And like this tier list didn't have like the second Conjuring and all that kind of sucks. But yeah, but Hocus Pocus sucks. It is so, it's just odd. It's just so freaking weird to me, and it's just it just was not freaking enjoyable. I don't get the appeal at all. I know people are kind of like, oh my gosh, like this is so weird, so fun. No, it's not good. So I'm not even gonna waste my time on that. D tier, scary movie, not my thing. I watched Scary Movie for the first time with my girlfriend. I don't think that's kind of our vibe of a movie. If I watched it with my friends, I think I would think that's really funny because I know one of my friends, Manny, watched it with like a few of my other friends and his family, and they were cracking up hysterically. And I definitely see why. But watching it with my girlfriend, it just wasn't that interesting. But I do think there was parts of it I was like, oh, that's actually pretty funny. That was pretty cool. It was meh. The Purge, I again, there's a certain audience for it. It's not my thing. It really is not my thing. And also, let me zoom in a little bit for you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's not my thing. I do get it, but it's not my thing. Goosebumps, again, kind of kiddish movie. So I was a little bit older when this came out, so really wasn't my favorite. And I think it was just, again, kind of weird. Not my thing. Talking about kind of weird, Shaun of the Dead. There's a freaking audience that absolutely loves this. And like, film wise, I do see how like it's really, really cool. Like there's a one take that Shaun is walking through the street and everybody is alive, and then he does the same kind of walkthrough, but everybody turns into a zombie. So like, it's actually really cool that way. But as just a film, it just doesn't do anything for me. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I think it was a book series, and I went to go see it, I think with my friends. This movie was garbage. Very odd, which is kind of cool for a horror movie. But it got to a point where it was so weird that it was a lot. Then we go into C tier, Friday the 13th. Again, I said, it's cool, but when you don't see the killer for most of it, it's like, whatever. And then, it just didn't, again, it didn't really like spook me. Like it wasn't that scary. So it was like, The Great Pumpkin, it's fine. It's a classic. It's great. But again, not my thing. B tier, Casper. I did watch this. I don't know if I feel like I've seen it before, but no, I didn't have it like in my memory. It was pretty good. I didn't think I'd like it. I thought it was pretty good. Carrie, I watched for the first time, I believe last year. I thought that was pretty cool, pretty scary Halloween horror movie. Thought that was pretty great. Halloween, again, as I said, not crazy. I'd say it's B tier for Halloween movies. A tier, Ghostbusters, pretty freaking great. I did not realize how bad some of the acting is in this movie, and I get it's like comedy, but like it's like, I don't know, it just seems kind of odd on a rewatch recently. I don't know why. But meh. I haven't seen Monster House in a while, but I know that movie is absolutely incredible. I'm tempted to move that up to S tier. In fact, I will. Monster House is absolutely astounding. If you haven't seen it before, go watch it. Nightmare on Elm Street, as I was saying before, Nightmare on Elm Street, it just has so many fun kills. Like, it is not generic by any sorts. It's so goofy. I know it was made on a really, really low budget, and it kind of like saved the studio. Uh, and it has like, oh, sorry, my fault, Mike, my bad. Um, but it has this kind of like, it has Johnny Depp in it, which is really cool. Um, but like some of the kills are just so creative and so funny, and you can see these people just had a really fun time with this. Uh, Freddy Krueger is pretty freaking scary. Uh, and like just the concept is really cool. Like a guy that's gonna haunt you in your freaking dreams, and then comes into real life, and it's a cool concept. So watching that for the first time last year was really cool. Halloween Town, again, a classic, but it's pretty freaking good for like a kids movie. It Halloween Town's great. The Conjuring, I watched The Conjuring and Conjuring 2 with two of my friends for the first time. We were on like Discord, and we like all like rented it and we all played it, or I don't know. I don't know how we watched it, but I and I can't remember. I believe I thought the first one was a better story, or no, I don't know. I think the first one was scarier, but the second one was a better story. The first one has really good jump scares. I think the second one's a lot more psychological, kind of like whatever. But like, there's a few parts I was like, oh, that's kind of like that's funny, kind of funny. Like the ghosts were kind of like funny, weird, um, but they're still kind of scary. But like the first one, that one freaking gets me. And you're not gonna catch me watching freaking Annabelle. I'm not watching that crap. And I'm gonna say that now, and then next year or the year afterwards, I'm gonna do a video on freaking Annabelle, of course. I hate dolls, so don't fool with me with dolls. I don't wanna freaking do that. Um, but again, The Conjuring pretty good. Um, Monster House great. It absolutely incredible. I love it. Um, I haven't seen it in a while, so I do think I'm gonna watch that tomorrow. So yeah, what a freaking film. It, it's just Bill Skarsgård is incredible, and there's just someone like the back of the behind the scenes footage, and you see him like spitting up and whatever, and then he just makes sure the kids are. He's like, "Are you alright? I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I spit on you. Like, are you okay?" Like, he makes sure the kids are alright when he's just in their face, like being like creepy. Um, but he's scary, and again, like the horror is just like so creative, and I think that's what makes horror movies so good, or Halloween movies, or whatever you want to say. What makes them so good is just how creative they can get. And talking about creative, this is why I did a video on this. If you want to go check it out on my other channel, Geeko, um, where I talk about movies and TV shows, Coraline is so good. The stop motion is incredible. I know they have a new film I think coming out next year or the year afterwards. So I have to watch the trailer on that. But yeah, but Coraline is so good. Like, I just rewatched it and I did a whole video on it and a theory on it. If you want to go check that out, it's really cool. Um, but it's just so creative. I just keep freaking repeating myself. It's amazing. The Other Mother is creepy and it's weird, and it's visually amazing, and just the concept of it is just so cool. And like, there's so many different theories on it, and there's so many different like breakdowns of like what the movie means to other people, and I just think that's so cool that a movie like that can do that for people. And I think that's why I love movies and TV shows, is people breaking it down in so many different ways, and in just appreciating the effort that all of the people it took to put this together. I just really appreciate that, and it's just a really solid, really good film. Um, but yeah, let's go back over here, because now we're gonna be going to the candy tier list. Um, and I know probably gonna get some controversy for some of these. I know I am. Um, hmm, hold up 1 second. Actually, I gotta get rid of this, but I don't know how to get rid of that. Hold up. Give me a minute. Let's figure this out. Okay. Okay. Is it gonna pop up with ads or whatever? Maybe not. It might pop up with ads. I'm just letting you guys know. I already have it all situated. You can see most of them. That's fine. You don't have to see it. The two ones on the right that I'm covering is like a caramel and like I don't even know what those are. Some of these I think I've had before, but I haven't processed them enough to be like, yeah, those are Halloween candy or those are like good or bad or whatever. So I just kind of left them off. And if you want me to talk about one of them or a few of them or whatever, you can comment during the live stream or after the live stream. Talk about it, but I'm good. Halloween movie or Halloween candy for the nose. Necco wafers, no, just no. I don't think they're that terrible, but they're just not. I wouldn't choose to eat them. It's just not my thing. And then we get to like this segment where it's like these like chocolate like garbage in like the Three Musketeers and the Baby Ruth and the Heath and the Whoppers and the Milk Duds and the Milky Way. They're not good. Twix, I know people love Twix. Not my thing. It's just not. They don't taste good to me. And I know people, oh my gosh, Twix are so good. No. No. And then disgrace to Reese's. Pieces suck. Yeah, I know a few people who like Reese's Pieces. You know who you are. But yeah, they're just not good. E.T., I don't know what you're on, buddy. White chocolate Reese's is one of the worst candies alive. It's like you freaking stuck your hand in a jar of freaking peanut butter, you ate it, and then you didn't drink water for a couple hours, no liquids, no nothing, and then you kept spooning in freaking peanut butter in your mouth. And I love peanut butter, I really do, but this tastes so freaking disgusting. It's so bad. It's so bad. The point is it's chocolate and chocolate. White chocolate does not taste like anything, so it's just more peanut butter. It's disgusting. Smarties, not good. Sweethearts, same thing. They're basically the same thing in my head. They're not good. Then you have the weird sour gummy freaking candy. What are they called? I don't know what they're called. What warheads? Or no, those aren't warheads. What are these? Why can't I think? Are they warheads? I don't know. They're not good. Fruit like fruit punch, straws or whatever. They're not good. Lifesavers are fine. I just didn't want to put them. They didn't deserve to be up higher. Fun Dip, I get sick of really, really quick. And maybe I could move it up to kind of okay, but I'm not gonna. Candy corn, I can eat, but it's not great. I do like the pumpkins. The pumpkins are way better. The pumpkins are pretty good, but again, get sick of them pretty quick. Same thing like Hubba Bubba. Meh. Is that Hubba or yeah, Hubba Bubba? Or no, that's Hubba Bubba. What are these? Wait. Why can't I think? Am I slow? Wait, am I stupid? Hold up, give me a minute. I think I'm stupid. What are they called? What are they freaking? Oh wait, no. Now that's gonna bother me. Hold up. Not Hubba Bubba, cause the tape is the Hubba Bubba. What are those? I'm gonna get on it. Wait, what are they? I'm just gonna look up. Hold up, I'm gonna. Oh, Double Bubble, not Hubba Bubba. Uh, yeah, those are not good. They lose flavor within 2 seconds, so they're not good. Um, Junior Mints and York Peppermint Patty. I can only take the uh, kind of minty flavor for so long, but they're good in the first few bites, or the first few of them. Mounds are fine. I just don't really love them. And you'll say, oh, why is Almond Joy up so high? If Mount, because they're better. Swedish Fish are fine. Again, I get sick of them really quick, along with Tootsie Rolls and the freaking peanuts. And people are like, oh, the peanuts are so disgusting. Oh, the candy corn's so disgusting. I don't think they're disgusting. I just think I have a limit. The little pretzel baggies that people gave you, I'd be pissed that you're not giving me candy, but also I'll take pretzels. They're not bad. They actually taste pretty good. Not that bag specifically, but there was like the bats, the ones that shape like bats, like those were good. Krabby Patties. I know a lot of people love them. They were fine. I didn't go crazy for them. I could, you know what? I'll put them up here. Then you have. Just want to make sure we're all good. Dots. I like Dots a lot. They're pretty. Again, this is all like just I like. Jolly Ranchers, good. Gummy Bears, good. Malibu Cups, good. Peanut butter M&Ms, solid. M&M's solid. Nerds solid. Ring Pop solid. Sour Patch Kids solid. The like flavored Tootsie Rolls and the Tootsie Pops, both good. I'm not like going out of my way to be like those are great. They're fine. Great. Hershey's, just a classic Hershey's, and Hershey's Kiss, same kind of thing. They're both great. Why do you think they freaking go with so many stuff? Make a s'mores. Just saying. That's what you have. Almond Joy. I love Almond Joy, and I know I sound like an old head for that, but they're great. Then we have Airheads. Airheads are really good. I don't know if I have a specific favorite flavor. I know certain people are like, oh, this one's so good. This one's so bad. And I'm like, they're all pretty good. Even like the mystery one that nobody couldn't freaking guess. That's pretty good. Hot tamales, I know people don't like. I love them, but I have to be in a specific mood for hot tamales. Same thing with Mike and Ike's. I have to be in a specific mood for Mike and Ike's. The cream eggs when they're the orange cream in the middle. Oh, those are good. But again, makes me sick really fast, but they're really good. Then we go to Amazing. Those little freaking Twizzlers that you can only find in the big freaking bags of Halloween candy are incredible. Those are insane. Honestly, those are better than all of these combined. Not combined, maybe, but they're really good. Skittles are really good. I have to be in a specific mood. Same thing with Starburst, specific mood. Crunch bars are really good. I don't know why. It's just a freaking Crunch bar. Solid. I was gonna say best M&M. It's close. It is close, but peanut M&M is at the bottom right there, or the Amazing. They're really good. I love specifically the banana Laffy Taffy. I know people hate it. I know they're like, this tastes like junk. This is like so bad. Go trade with me. All right, I'll freaking take them. Kit Kats, solid. Snickers, solid. As I said before, those specifically Twizzlers are incredible. Regular Twizzlers, nah. I get sick of them really fast. So if somebody has them, I'll take one. Pretzel M&Ms are incredible. I absolutely love pretzel M&Ms. I don't know what it is. It's a pretzel and it's chocolate. It's so good. Speaking of pretzel and chocolate, Reese's Take 5. Insanely good because you pair up the best candy with Reese's. I'm going to put them over here. Reese's is the best candy. It's chocolate and peanut butter. It's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful, and their peanut butter's great, and their chocolate's great. It's awesome. Same thing with Butterfinger, but it's just like a different consistency. So I like Reese's a little bit more. But the Butterfingers are pretty solid. But I love the Reese's Take 5 because I don't know how long they've been out, but the past few years I've had them. They're insanely good. So yeah, what time it is? It's 11:15. I'm thinking about playing FNAF, but I don't know if I want to. That's my problem. So I got to think about it. But what I will say is I do have to let my dog upstairs, so I will be right back. We might be leaving, we might not be leaving. Um, but yeah, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. All right, how we doing? Reese's Take 5 already. Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Reese's Take 5 are incredible. Um, I absolutely love Reese's Take 5. There's a few upstairs. I'm about to go freaking get them after I'm done this. But if you want to check out, I will pop up my real quick my predictions. What week am we? Week 8? No, we're week 9. I'm gonna pop up my updated rankings or my record predictions. So I have the Colts finishing 1 seed. I think you can go to the bottom, kind of see, or no? Where is it at? Is it this one? Yes. So this would be my AFC standings. We have the Colts winning the division, the Broncos finishing second. You have the Bills going third, Ravens. And this is just how I just kind of clicked around and kind of saw. This is showing that Steelers and Ravens have the same record, so I don't know how it would pan out or whatever, but apparently they would win the division, which would be insane if they were able to come back from this. It's definitely starting with beating up the Dolphins. Chiefs go 5th seed, obviously, if they don't win the division. Again, but I think there's a chance. There's a really good chance that the Patriots win the division, especially if the Bills can't beat teams that are kind of good and kind of not good. And then Chargers, I think, finish with the 7th seed. I think there's a chance that the Jags do, but the rest of the teams, I really don't have confidence in. So even if they make the playoffs, their first round exit. And then you go NFC. I think Lions are at the very top. Obviously, the Packers would be the 5th seed, just because they're playing so well. And then we would finish with the 2nd seed. Rams would finish with the 4th seed, and the Bucks would finish with the 3rd seed. I know a lot of these teams are way too high. It's just the way it panned out. A lot of these teams just played really freaking good, and I know there's going to be a lot of these teams that I have going like 12-5 that aren't going to go 12-5. Or like it. Us and the Lions could go 13-4. I don't know, but there's no way this many teams are going to go 12-5, especially like the Niners. But like the thing with the NFC West is a lot of those matches are so freaking easy for them. So I wouldn't be surprised if they all finish with a high record. But maybe they all don't finish with 12-5. But like if the Falcons go 11-6 and don't make the playoffs, I'm sure they're gonna be pissed. So like this was just me doing it really quick. So I don't obviously think that's probably gonna happen, but you never know. But let's go to my wild card round. I would have the Chiefs definitely beating the Ravens if the Ravens are the one making it. Even if the Steelers make it, I think the Chiefs win. I think the Bills, just because experience-wise, they would be able to defeat the Patriots in the playoffs. And I think the Broncos were going to beat the Chargers because they just can't get over the freaking hump. Because Herbert just does not have that clutch gene. He just freaking doesn't. And then we have, if the Packers are going 5th seed, I think they beat the Rams. I think the Bucks would beat the Niners, and I think we would beat the Seahawks. Sorry, Sean. Don't care. I think we beat the Seahawks. But then we move on to the second round. If you played, I think, anybody else, you would have a pretty good shot. You're not beating us. That's freaking simple. I think the Broncos take down the Bills. I really believe in that defense, and I think the Colts beat the Chiefs. That would be a crazy playoff week if the Broncos beat the Bills and the Colts beat the Chiefs. That would be such a fun AFC Championship game. Let me just fucking say that. And it's same with if we beat the Bucks and if the Lions beat the Packers. Either way, if the Packers beat the Lions, either way on that matchup, I think that'd be a lot of fun. I know I'm biased, but I think the Eagles would put up a better and more entertaining matchup than the Bucks against either of those teams. So I'll just say that. I think the Broncos are able to beat the Colts, and I think we're able to beat the Lions. Again, those could easily swap just because this season specifically, nobody feels like they're the favorite. And I feel like I should feel that way about the Colts. I just don't. But like it's who's been able to stop them and how can they stop them? I don't know. I know their schedule is probably really easy, but I don't know. They look solid. The real test is going to be the Chiefs, but obviously I'm saying this because I'm an Eagles fan, but I wouldn't be surprised just because of how good that defense is if the Broncos win the Super Bowl. I wouldn't be that surprised, but I think we won. I think we go back to back, honestly. Sorry, not sorry. All right, so I was thinking about if I want to do, if I want to play FNAF. I just don't think I'm going to do it tonight. Just because it's been a long live stream, and also because my camera's probably going to die soon. And I want to end it on a note where I actually get to end the live stream, where I get to talk to you guys. Where are you getting biased from? Sean, where are you getting biased from? I said the Seahawks would be 12-5. How is that biased? You don't think we have a good shot at going back to back? Sorry, I was going to end the freaking live stream, but I can't now. You don't think we have a good shot at going back to back? Is that what you're saying? Or that the fact that we're going to be 13-4? Because we have 2 losses right now. Maybe we go 12-5. I'm not getting rage baited tonight. I'm not. He just said we're not going back to back. I'm not getting rage. I'm not doing this tonight. All right, I'm trying to have a good Halloween. Halloween's in a half hour. Right? I hope you guys have a great Halloween. All right? And if you don't, it's okay. I really hope you have a great Halloween. You go do the couple's costume, or you go to a party, or you just hand out candy to kids, or if you're young enough, go frickin' trick or treat. Have fun with that. But yeah, so I know we haven't been great. I'm sorry, I'm getting rage bait. I'm trying to have a good send off for the live stream, but I can't do it. Can't do it because I'm getting pissed off over here. Sean, I get we're not great, but nobody's great. And don't you dare say the Seahawks are great, because guess what? If I'm not mistaken, let's go over the Seahawks. Let's see how many losses the Seahawks have. Do they have 1 loss or do they have 2? Are they like every other fucking team? They also have 2 losses. Like half the freaking teams in the NFC. So we'll freaking see how it goes, Sean. Alright? I know you're happy with your young freaking talented team. It ain't staying that way, buddy. Alright? We're going back to back. You ain't stopping Jalen Hurts. Alright? And I think I know you don't think he's freaking top 5, but he is. So before I start getting pissed off, hope you guys have a fantastic day. If you cannot have a fantastic day today, have a fantastic day tomorrow. And if you can have a fantastic Halloween tomorrow, have a fantastic day the next day. I'll catch you guys in the next one.